let a drug dealer spend the night in your home. One night is gonna turn into 1 week. 1 week is gonna turn into 1 month. And before you know it, you're gonna be standing in your kitchen wondering where all your Ziploc bags have gone. And I really wish that was the worst part. Just a couple of Ziploc bags gone. Because that shit is replaceable. I could always just go get more. But you know what's not replaceable? You know what you can't just go out and buy more of? Your peace. Your peace of mind. And let me tell you exactly when mine disappeared. So back in 2022, I had a sneaky link that unfortunately I ended up catching feelings for. Whatever. But we were so locked in that we would literally just do shit for each other. Buy each other lunch, give each other rides, you know, things like that. But looking at it now, I should have known better. And if I could go back to 2022 and tell 24-year-old Nasha to mind her fucking business, I would. But we were so locked in back then that I was actually starting to spend several nights over at his crib. And this was before I knew what type of person he really was. But the person he was pretending to be was chef's kiss. He's buying me food, he's smoking me out, he's picking me up, he's dropping me off, he dicking me down. He was locked in for real. Unfortunately, I did not know that all of this was just a front, because apparently when we first started fucking with each other, he had just got fired from his job and he didn't tell me about it. And the reason why he got fired from his job is actually crazy. He actually showed up drunk and high. So for a couple weeks after he got fired, he was keeping up this front like he had money like that. I guess he was keeping up this front to impress me because we weren't in a relationship or anything like that. We was just fucking with each other heavy. Not only did he get fired from his job for being under the influence, but get this, bitch. The car that he was using to pick me up and drop me off and ride into the sunset with me was actually not even his. It was actually his ex's car. Yeah. Apparently, this is all around the same time that he started selling bud. And mind you, I didn't know that he even got fired from his job in the first place. I'm sitting here thinking every day that he's going to his job to work, but he wasn't. So he started selling bud to support himself. And apparently, him and his ex made a deal that she would let him use her car whenever he wanted, as long as he would supply her with bud every time she wanted to smoke. Whatever though. Flash forward to 2025. Now I got my own crib. I got my own car. I live alone. Coolin'. And last I heard of him, he was couch surfing. He never really went back into a real job. And he just kept like selling bud to financially support himself. At this point though, I had already knew everything that happened. I knew about the arrangements he made with his ex. I knew about the car. I knew about the bud, the job, the getting fired. He even got locked up. I knew about all that shit. But we kind of just like faded out. So like I really didn't care. So August 2025 pulls around. I get a phone call. I'm like, who could this be? It's him, which is weird because we haven't spoken so long. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello, surprised to hear his voice, you know. And it wasn't a normal phone call either. It was a FaceTime call. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello, this dude was outside of my house. How did he find out where I lived? I don't know. He was outside my apartment. He's like, hey, I'm outside, open the door. Okay, I went outside, I opened the door, I let him in. First of all, what the fuck are you doing here? Second of all, how did you even find where I lived? So he comes inside, he sits on my couch, he's looking at me, he's all teary-eyed. And I should have known what he was about to ask me, but I pretty much was just like, what's up? He's talking about somehow he just needs a place to stay for the night. He was staying at his mom's house, but his mom kicked him out. He just needs to stay here for one night. And he'll throw me a little money on the side to stay here for the night. So I'm like, oh, okay, you don't gotta worry about the bread. Like, if it's just one night, you can sleep on a couch, it's all good. And like, obviously I'm not a fucking monster. I said, you're good, just be respectful. Like, if you're gonna smoke, use an ashtray. And if you're gonna eat, wash your dishes afterwards. That's it. I don't know why I thought that one night actually meant one night, because when I tell you it was a week later and this man was still sleeping on my couch. Except that towards the end of the week, we kind of like reconciled a little bit and he had finessed his way from the couch to my bed, but that's neither here nor there, bitch. So because at this point I had a job and I was doing DoorDash almost every single day, I would barely spend any time at home. So when I did come home one day, I'm in my kitchen, I'm trying to cook, and I see that I don't have any fucking Ziploc bags. The Ziploc bags are fucking gone. Who else could have the Ziploc bags? Obviously him. He's selling bud, so he's using up all my Ziploc bags. That shit kind of pissed me off, because I'm like, damn, like I use these to cook and meal prep, and you taking up all my shit. The least you could do is just replace it. But other than that, everything was going well until this one day. I get home from work, and I'm very particular about my things. I get home from work and I immediately, something told me, look at your fucking couches. I go on my couch, and one of my love seats, which I paid like $600 for, has a fucking burn mark, as if somebody was smoking on my couch. They dropped the cherry off the blunt and that shit made a burn hole on my couch. Now, just to let y'all know, when I first met him, his name is Angel, by the way. When I first met Angel, we used to smoke together. Like, he used to smoke me out all the time. But now in 2025, where this is taking place, I no longer smoke. I don't smoke anymore. I told you guys why. I was laced. It was bad. But just because I didn't partake in it anymore doesn't mean that I don't allow it. I mean, I actually prefer it. I like to come home and smell a little heavenly lettuce. I love the smell. I just don't do it anymore. But when I look to the side and I see my fucking love seat that I spent $600 on and it looks like it has a burn hole on it, I'm getting pissed off. Like, I'm either gonna cry or scream, and at this point, I was doing both. But of course, Angel wasn't there that day because he knew better. He knew better, bitch. He knew better than to be in my fucking face when I got home from work. And like, at this point, we had known each other for about 4 years, so he knows when he needs to give me time to cool off. And that he did because he didn't come to my crib till around 10 or 11 p.m. that night. And by that time, I was already cooled down enough to where like I wasn't gonna snap on him about it, but I was gonna have a conversation with him about it. And I really did try to have a calm conversation with him, but it actually did not turn out to be that way at all. It actually went super fucking left. This man literally sat here and fixed his lips to tell me that he wasn't the one that dropped the cherry on my love seat. I said, I don't give a fuck who dropped the cherry on my love seat. Wait, hold on, pause. Because I didn't even realize at first what he had said. If you weren't the one to drop the shit on my love seat, who was it? That means it was people in my crib. So now I'm sitting here like, who the fuck was in my crib while I was at work? Why do you have people in my crib in the first place? This is not your crib. So then you know what this man did? Yo, he pulls out $100. He goes, here. What the fuck is this for? Is this for the burn hole in my shit? Because that's not gonna fix it. He said, nah, it's for you. It's for groceries, it's for gas, for whatever. I said, it is 2025. It's 95 degrees outside and Trump is your president. I can't do shit with these $100. These $100 are barely gonna cover the milk and the cereal yo ass be up at 3 o'clock in the morning eating every fucking night. Yeah, I be seeing you. Then he puts the $100 down and he was like, look, I had a couple dudes in here today, but we were just smoking and I promise it's all business. Like, we was not bullshitting around. We was coming up with ways to make money. I'm like, okay, so what's the business? Let me know. I like me a good business. He kept talking about how he was gonna have this big ass play and how he was gonna come into some money, like big money, and like he was gonna be able to pay my bills and pay my rent, all this shit, right? Classic man shit. I said, I don't need you to pay my rent and my bills. I just need you to replace the things that you use and just respect my home. I need you to not be disrespectful and bring people in my crib. And since we're on the topic of paying for things, you're gonna have to pay to fix my couch. He kept saying, yeah, I got you. He was like, I'm about to run into some money and it's gonna be big money. And I'm like, okay, where are you getting this money from? He kept telling me that one of the homeboys that was at my crib today, as a matter of fact, the homeboy that dropped the cherry on my fucking couch, he put him onto like a big business opportunity where he was gonna be able to come up on some money. He said, all you gotta do is just wait a couple months, bear with me, and we're gonna be straight. I said, listen, Angel, I don't think you're gonna be staying here for another couple months. Like, you deadass said you was gonna stay here for a day. I let you stay for a couple of weeks, you know, cause I fuck with you, but like, this is my girl crib. This is my girly home, my sanctuary. And you're fucking tainting it. So he sat there and he's begging me. He's like, nah, so just please give me like 3 months. I'm about to come up into so much money. I'm gonna be able to help you with everything. I'm gonna replace everything that I ever fucked up. I won't tell those guys to come over no more. That was my mistake. I'm gonna be respectful. All this shit, right? Then he was like, I'm just really excited because I'm about to come up into some money. And I've been down bad for so long that it just feels like everything's starting to look up for me. Then in the middle of this entire conversation, I kid y'all not, this dude looks me in my face and says, I want you to be my girl for real. Like, I'm trying to lock it down. Sir. At that moment, I didn't really know what to say, but I knew that my answer was gonna be based off of his answer to my questions, right? I had 2 questions. First question was, are you a homeless sexual? Are you a homeless sexual? If you don't know what a homeless sexual person is, it's a person, more than likely a man, who is homeless. So he gets with a woman, sells her a dream of being in a relationship just so he has somewhere to live. Are you a homeless sexual? Question number 2, what is this money that you're about to be coming into? What's the business? Let me know. The look on his face when I asked him these questions was fucking hilarious. I swear to God, like, I could tell he was confused and I could tell he felt a little disrespected because Angel always been a sassy ass nigga. Like, he is sassy as fuck. Like, he grew up with 4 older sisters, so his house was always full of women. He said, first of all, Nasha, I'm not a fucking homeless sexual. I can go stay with my homies if I wanted to. I said, so why don't you? He said, because I like your home. It's clean. It smells good. It's lively in here. It feels like a woman lives here. My homies are dirty as fuck. They got roaches, all types of roaches, blunt roaches, cockroaches, German roaches, all the roaches. And number 2, I told you my homeboy put me onto a business opportunity. That's where the money's coming from. I said, okay, so what is this opportunity that you talking about? Because if it's some illegal shit, you definitely not staying at my house. He said, nah, it's nothing like that. So he assured me that it was just an app that he uses on his phone that lets you find companies that are currently being sued, and you can actually get a piece of the pie when they get sued and they settle. So you're basically just filing for these class action lawsuits, and when these companies settle, they pay everybody out. Only problem, he said, was that it could take a couple of months. And I'm not gonna lie, at the time I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, but he really did seem passionate about it. And at the end of the day, when a person just doesn't want to work a traditional 9 to 5, you really can't shame them about it, because us as human beings, we were not put on this earth to slave. We were not put on this earth to just work a 9 to 5 fucking 5-6 days a week and not enjoy life. So when people come up to me and they tell me, oh, I don't work a traditional 9 to 5, I do this, or I do freelance, or I do that, or, you know, I'm good for you. Like, good for fucking them, because we are just trying to break out of this fucking matrix, right? Some people may see it as bum behavior. I don't. I see it as someone who's just trying to break away from the fucking matrix. So Angel looked me in my face and he just said, Nasha, please just give me a few months to prove to you that I could actually do this shit. Like, I really want to be with you and I really want to do this with you. Mind you, I never even said yes that I wanted to be his girlfriend. But for some fucking reason, I was like, okay, let's try it. Let's see if this works. Let's just see where this goes. With one exception though. I said one exception. So he goes, what's that? I said, sometimes I come home from work and I'm really tired. And although you are right about this being a clean woman sanctuary, I want to keep it that way. But sometimes I'm too tired and I can't do the things that I should be doing every day, like cleaning every day, making sure everything is where it's supposed to be every single day. So if you could just make an effort for the next couple of months while you run into this money that you're supposed to run into, and just replace the shit that you use. Fucking clean up, you know, while I'm gone. Make sure everything's clean so that when I get home, it's clean and it smells good, you know? Also, I want to be a part of whatever it is that you're doing to make money. I want in. I want a piece of that pie. So he grabbed my phone, he went on the app store, he downloaded the app called Pay Me, and he put it on my phone. And he showed me how to get started. And that's literally what I've been doing for like a year now. I remember as soon as he got like a $3,000 payout, he paid my rent, paid my bills, and he bought me 3 jumbo bags from Costco of Ziploc bags. The ones that come with like every fucking size that exists. Yeah, 3 of those. He said, look, you're never gonna run out of Ziploc bags now. Anyway, bitch, to make a long story not as long, we basically lived together for just a few months, and we were always talking about how we were gonna move to the city and get like a big high-rise apartment, and we were just gonna be like this healthy and happy couple. We're gonna be so fucking rich, and we really did want to like grow old together and like die old together and shit. But flash forward to now, April 2026, I have been single for a few months now, and he has a new girlfriend. So that is that.